everyone, we're here today with my client Tasha. My name is Rebecca and I'm going to show you how to achieve the classic wing liner with a bold red lip. So first things first, what you want to do is you make sure you hand your client the mirror. That way they are able to follow along with the process. The most important thing is to make sure your client has the mirror hanging down low. That way they can follow along as well while you still have access to their lid. Because we're doing a matte lip on her, what we're going to do first is prep her lid with the Bear With Me lip oil, just so that way when we apply that matte lip, it glides on super smooth and her lips stay hydrated. There we go. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to apply a lid primer to her eyelid. Now I'm going to use our HD primer and smooth this onto our eyelid to prep it for the eyeshadow. What we're going to use is our 16 blending brush just to smooth it on and to provide a simple, seamless application onto her lid. Now the amazing thing about this brush is that it can be used for any liquid or cream-based blending application. So let your client know that this is a multi-function tool. They can use it to blend their concealer down as well. They can use it for contouring, they can use it for highlighting. However they want to use it for any cream or liquid-based application, it is going to blend it pretty seamlessly into their skin. And you want to make sure that you are blending this primer all along the eyelid. It is flesh tone, so there's no color to it. It's not going to manipulate the color of their eyeshadow. It's just going to provide a very smooth base for a seamless eyeshadow application. Once we're happy with where the primer is at, we're going to go in with our Love Lust Disco eyeshadow palette in Miss Robot, one of my personal favorite palettes. It is so pretty, so versatile, and you could really use it for anywhere on the face as well. What we're going to do is use our 32 blending brush, and we're going to take this really soft gray color, very lightly press our brush into the shadow. If you have excess, press it into the palette. Don't knock it off the side, don't shake it, press it into the palette to get the excess off. And what we're going to do is just sweep that into her lid, right in the crease, very, very lightly, blending it down to the lid. You want to be very, very light with your application. We want to create kind of that illusion of a deeper crease without it being too intense, because our lip is what's really going to stand out in this look. We just want to simply accentuate her eyes and make her go from her to her 2.0. Again, very lightly, and press into your palette if you pick up too much product, and press it into that crease, very lightly buffing. We don't want to make an exaggerated crease. We don't want this to be a super smoky, blown out look, just very natural glam. Once we're happy with the application in the crease, next we're going to take our Pro 12 brush, and this is what we're going to use in this stunning silver color that has a bit of gold accent in it. And this is what we're going to use to pack onto her eyelid. So again, if you pick up too much, just press it into your palette to get off the excess, and we're going to press this onto the lower lid, bringing it down to the lash line. And this is such a stunning color on multiple complexions. Again, it has flecks of gold in it, which will really make your eyes stand out. And again, blend that up to that crease color as well. It's very, very subtle drama. So again, pressing into that same color, just knocking off the excess, and blending it down to the lash line, uniting it with that crease color that we placed there, that beautiful soft gray. I'm going to take a little bit more just to pack it close to the lash line. Again, we don't want any gaps. We want to bring it down to the lash line. And now we have a very seamless, very light shadow application, easy peasy glam. Now another fun trick that I like to show you guys is that I'm going to take that same brush that we used for the crease, and we're going to take this fun color that's right next to that soft gray. It's one of our shimmer glitters, and we can actually use this on her cheeks as a really soft highlight. So again, this palette has multi-functions. It's just about showing your client how to use the palette to their advantage. So pressing this into the cheekbone gives you a really pretty, soft and subtle highlight, and allows the client to have multi-functions of the palette that they're using. Of course, we're going to do a really bold red lip. So we want to place a little bit of that highlight on the Cupid's bow to create that exaggerated upper lip pout. Next, the most fun part about this, our wing liner. So we're going to be using our Epic Ink liner, and this is my personal favorite liner. It makes for a really flawless line, goes on jet black, is waterproof, is foolproof. Honestly, one of the best products that we have ever come out with. I cannot live without my Epic Ink liner. So of course, make sure we sanitize before we place onto the client's skin, and we're going to have the client again look down, so that way they can follow along too. And we're going to go very lightly along their lash line, just to create a very thin line. And I'm gonna have my client turn just a little bit, thank you, so that way we can get really close to the lash line and in that inner corner to create a seamless line. Now, one of the things I will say that does help to create a really smooth and flawless wing is, instead of trying to go with one continuous line, go in with small touches and small flicks of the wrist. I find that that allows you to create a steadier line and allow you to get closer to the lash line. You can open your eyes. So we have a very subtle cat eye wing. Looks fabulous on her. She is rocking it. She looks happy. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So again, very close to that lash line, very small lines versus one big gigantic line that allows you to have a steady hand and to create a seamless cat eye. And remember, this liner is waterproof, it is smudge proof, it is gonna stay all day and rock with you and party with you. It is something that your client can use on a day-to-day. If they are doing a dramatic smoky eye, if they are doing a cut crease, this liner suits it all. Let's have you open your eyes for me. Close one more time. We want to make sure that we get as close as possible to the lash line and as close as possible to that inner corner. And obviously make sure that both sides are even. Next, the fun part, our bold lip. She is loving that highlight. It is stunning, it is blinding. Look at that on the camera, oh my gosh. We are next going to use Spicy. Spicy is our Suede matte lipstick, and the awesome thing about Spicy, it does come in a holiday set as a duo. So this red is a blue tone, so it suits many, many skin tones. It is a soft matte. It does not feel drying on the lips at all. So first thing we're going to do is go in with our liner in the same color, Spicy. And we're also going to be using our lip brush, number 20 Pro Brush, to blend that liner in. So first we're going to go along the Cupid's bow. Very light touches to blend that in. And liner is amazing because one, liner creates that guideline for your lipstick, especially for people that don't typically do a bold red lipstick. Sometimes they feel like when they do it, it's just a little bit too intense. They might have a fear of messing up. So one of the things you can tell your client is that liner creates that guide for them and makes that lipstick application a little bit less intimidating. And again, blending it down, make sure you bring that throughout the Cupid's bow. She has a really fabulous shape going on here. And now we're gonna go ahead and line the bottom lip as well. And bringing it to the corner. And then what we're going to use is our lip brush to just kind of diffuse that liner. That way it blends in pretty seamlessly with the lipstick once we apply it. We're using very light feathery strokes. To blend it out. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And I love using a lip brush for bolder colors especially because you all know that when you use a bold color and your lines are not even or you don't get it completely in your lip, you can tell. Absolutely, you can tell. So using a lip brush is going to help make that application really smooth and really seamless. So what I'm going to do is scrape a little bit off the top of my lipstick. I already sanitized it with some alcohol. I'm going to get rid of that first top layer. And I'm going to take a little bit onto the applicator one more time. And we're going to use this to fill in our client's lip with this stunning matte red lipstick. And taking a little bit at a time, we're just very lightly pressing it into the lip. It is gliding on so super smooth because we prepped our lips with that lip oil. And just blending it to that liner as well. Taking it up top too. Oh my gosh, that highlight on that Cupid's bow makes for a stunning, stunning pout. And using the edge of your brush to create a very seamless line along her upper lip. And we're going to do the same on the other side as well. So again, very lightly pressing into the lip, blending it throughout, meeting that lip liner to create a flawless lipstick application. And there you go. And we have our wing liner and our red lip. Now again, this is a look that your client can use no matter what. They don't have to go to a party. This can just be a way to amp up their day-to-day flawless complexion look. How are you feeling, Tasha?
I love it.
Isn't the highlighter too? That's such a great trick.
Obsessed. Look at that.
It is a fantastic look. And again, make sure you remind your client they can use their eyeshadow palette for multi-purposes. Using a lip brush will allow you to have a precise application for your bold lipstick. Have a great day, everyone.